Go live. Got it. All right, everybody. Welcome to our first official episode of Tell Me I'm the Greatest podcast. And today, for the first time, we're finally here at the VIP's amazing venue in West Virginia that also has a gym right next to it. And that's where we found Travis Bagent.
Hey,
What's going on?
ladies and gentlemen, listen, I have not stopped. I am 24 hours in running on this side pressure machine. That's why I have the same shirt on. Don't be weird.
That's awesome. Hey, shout out to Richard Saunders. Richard is talking shit to me right now, like he's the same level as me, and going with me to Canada in next week. He's like, holy shit, I need to cut 13 pounds. I'm like, what? Are you 203? You need to cut down to 190? Yeah, man. Now just stay with me at the 31, man. You're heavier than me. I'm 200. It's a good weight class. It's a good weight class. We're the same level. Don't run anywhere.
Lose the weight. Lose the weight. Lose the weight.
Good. Oh, Larray Jenkins in the house. What's going on, Larray? Hey,
Tennessee Volunteers. Tennessee Volunteers.
volunteers. Hey, have you talked on the phone with Alvin at all yet? The magic dragon maker, the person that made the handles.
No, but I did get a letter from Mr. Dunn explaining to me if I had any feedback and all that good stuff, and maybe even wanted to design a personal thing for me or something. So I did get it. I took a picture of the letter. I will be sending it to you, Artem, so that you can find out. Because I can only read. I'm a limited reader. After 2 sentences, I'm getting shaky.
The whole White of Whitaker's relationship thing we haven't established yet. I got you. It's all good. All good, man. Well, I got off the phone with Dustin Laughlin and Alvin all in the same time, like 2 days ago. Man, that was an awesome conversation. The guys are super lovely. Like, they're ready to go crazy. Handles, everything. Put Travis Bagent Unfiltered on them.
No.
And I'm like,
you said no, right? You said hell no.
So that was my idea. I'm like, dude, people messaging Travis every day where to buy the handle, how to get more handles. Well, dude, Travis has so many handles ideas, you don't even know. They're gonna go crazy. So Alvin seemed like the guy, but the conversation was funny. He's like, yeah, man, I need to see, we have this 12-foot tall 3D printer machine. And I'm like, before I could like, it seems like maybe they got to figure it out how to like make it for the handles. But I'm like, hold on, man. What are you guys using this 12-foot tall fucking 3D printer? I've seen 3D printers at Robert Keller's house. Then, nothing like, 1 foot by 1 foot little square thing, right? A little tall. Like, oh yeah, man. And I hate to misinterpret what was said, but I guess there was a guy that got a grant to build like a city on the moon out of dust particles with a 3D printer machine. And like,
hey, man, shut the fuck up, man. You just fucked everything up. What are you talking about?
Dude, that's exactly what happened.
Hey, we don't play that voodoo Martian shit on this show.
Hey, and the point of that thing was, I'm like, hold on. You got somebody with a fucking grant to build a city on the moon once you land there out of dust particles on that 3D printer machine? Yeah. Dude, I never want to hear about anybody saying they cannot get a sponsor for an arm wrestling tournament. Are you fucking crazy? This guy is so
better. Here's even better, right? The guy gets a $2 billion grant, and instead of making the thing for the moon, he's making arm wrestling handles. That's even better.
All right, well, no, that's Alvin is not that guy, but whoever that guy is, like, that's, I want to meet that salesperson. Like, dude, how do you? We can't get Nike. We can't get Nike to East versus West. You got somebody giving you money to build a city on the moon.
Rob already said that we were going about it the wrong way.
See, well, I think that's the guy to talk to Rob, man. Like whoever got that grant, like, yo, you guys should be on all on juice. You just need to say this, and this. Whatever the sales pitch was about 3D printing shit in the moon. Like, I want that script. If I can get, I don't know, Jacksonville transmission tires to sponsor my thing for $200, I'm doing something wrong, man. I don't know.
Struggling.
So
Let
how
me tell you somebody who's not struggling in the raising money department. This guy right here, because I'm killing him, Artem. I am killing him right now.
speaking of killing them,
Every
did you
single
ever
day.
did you ever send us 3/4 that hatching shirts we sold that day?
Of course. Yeah, send me the money for that.
You said my cash up, man.
$90.
Hold on, you just said you're raising all the money. That doesn't mean my money. We still get to discuss how we're gonna do that 80-20 split on the September 23rd, because I'm doing all this 80% worth of work.
Yeah. I agree. Hey, listen, we do need to
Great. I love it.
go over the final budget. I think we're in good shape.
Oh, that's because
I think we're in good shape.
that's because we are giving a lot of money away. That's why you want to keep track of it.
No, I don't want to give any money away. I want to get all the money secured before we get there.
I got
we can profit all the loot.
Okay, so I got the question is worst case scenario, how much money are we giving away or be obliged to?
Well, that's up to us on what do we want to do? Do we want to give
Hold
away
on.
shitty medals and cash? Or do we want to give away really nice awards and then just give the overall plane ticket away? That's what we have to decide.
I feel like at this point, like, does anybody makes it home with those $2-3 medals? Like, I'm trying to lose them by the time I get on the plane.
I agree. Yeah, I mean, you're definitely too embarrassed to show them to your neighbor when you get home.
Right. So it's like, I don't even know if nowadays, like,
You know what's funny too is like just the 2-column, real nice trophy that costs $35-40. When I would bring them to the Harvest Gap, you would think that it was Christmas and they were 5 years old.
Really? Okay.
They're really happy about a substantial double column trophy.
Well, dude, you know what? Nowadays, like people will switch to this $30-40 medals. I feel like I have not even, like, I haven't gotten like one of those, so like something I can actually hold and put. I haven't gotten that in 2013. Like,
Hey,
it's
a damn decade. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm gonna do some investigation and come up with either, we pay the final four, $350 and then $200 for the Elite 8 guys that don't make it to the final four. We can do that, which is fun. I mean, I got no problem with that. It almost makes you only give dumb awards like medals after that, just to make sure. Because guys like, listen, I appreciate that envelope, but I need, the guy over 35, he needs to even prove he was at the tournament. So he definitely needs some sort of an award. So, but I'm going to think about it. And in the next, by the time this show happens next Friday, we will not only have the awards or the payout, but we'll have a picture of it.
Gotcha. I feel like even the small trophy that it is like you can put it on the table. I feel like even that will be cheaper than 30-40. And yeah, it is like something to bring home, I guess.
Yeah. Well, and if you don't do both, then you can go ahead and splurge a little bit on the awards and make them nice. So,
of course, because you can go Sean Hancock around $50 entry fee, no payouts. We good.
Oh yeah, look at our flyer. You went to 40. Went back to 40.
Well, we can establish that. I didn't know.
We're broke.
Do you want to do $50 and a guaranteed T-shirt, or 40 and sell a T-shirt?
We're already at 40, right? No one used it. Let's not change it.
Dude, that flyer was changed 4 times since I made the event page because they're like, I'm like, ah, you
One thing about me. That's one thing about me. Once I set a flyer, I don't make changes.
Oh, no, 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 no. That was before the flyer imposed. That was 18 changes prior to that. Ever since I invited you to the page yesterday, I'm like, ah, fuck. Polls logo, a $40 entry fee. I changed the name. Hey, let's invite some people. All right. Hey, $6 super chat. Fat legless bird. How much percent of your 1 RM are you doing this side pressure holds, Travis? Spill the beans. Well, hold on. Is the weight always going to be 50, right? The hard weight.
I don't even know. I couldn't understand one word. Did you just say that in Portuguese? What did you just say?
I know you have hard time understanding when we're talking about real
Hey,
turkey.
don't say anything. I want to know if anybody that listened to this fucking show heard what Artem just said.
Well, you know, I'm having the privilege of
If
reading.
you're lost as I am, I want you to write the Bears right in the thing.
If I can, well, you know, I can read the chat and I can make up as I can. So, oh, okay.
No. I want you to try to read that chat in English.
All right, $2 super chat. Yep.
No, go back to that $6 one. I want to hear what the fuck. What's the question?
No. The $2 super. Yep. Oh, Steven Lazarevic says it's 100% clear.
Oh, okay. Great. All right. That's all I'm gonna do.
I'll read it once again for you, and then I translate it in English what the person wrote. How about that? So once again, how much percent of your 1 RM are you doing the side pressure holds, Travis? Spill the beans.
Oh, okay.
Emoji.
Yeah.
So
I wasn't even, listen, this makes me know I understood you even less than I fucking thought the first time. Okay, even better. So how much, I would say I'm doing 20% of my RX of my max right now because I'm doing it for a whole hour. I mean, well, who else would do anything but that?
So, well, okay, I'll translate that question in English once again. What's the percentage of your max are you doing there right now? However,
20%.
but you said isn't you said the weight doesn't change anyway, or do you go above 50 as far as the hard?
Yeah, now that's funny. I just added 10 pounds, so I'm at 60 now.
So how far will it ever go?
It'll probably won't go much more, but then these straps will start getting strapped up, and it'll get to where that thick strap is on there. And I've had guys that like you and Ryan Bowen and dudes that are like, "Whoa, what the fuck? This thing is tight as shit." And then I'm just sitting here banging it out, like, you know, just killing it.
So, well, that's what I'm trying to ask. Like, so the hard, like, will you put like 100 pounds in there in plates ever?
No, only because I'm scared to break the cord.
Gotcha.
Because I already know it's already a little sketchy because this whole thing fell out of a truck once and bent a little bit. So I'm just waiting for this cable to lock up. So I wouldn't add much more, but it doesn't take much straps to where you're like, I mean, that's way more than the weight.
I got you. So you're like 50 to 70 to 80 maybe. And then you go crazy.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, I have another 25 plates. So the worst it'll get is 100 pounds of actual weight. And then the straps and all that stuff. I do have.
I just ask you if it goes to 100 pounds. No, the cable will break.
No, I'm telling you, you can put as much weight as you want on this thing when it first comes to you. This fucking thing is 22 years old. And I'm just afraid that and the cable may never break, but it just seems like it's pointless because of the straps. You know, it's a pain in the ass loading and unloading the weight, but it's easy as hell to put a strap on or off.
Why do you put the strap on there on that thing? Do you have like around the leg?
You see now, right? Here's the strap.
It's
so now I'm going left-handed. I got to start the strap on the right side, come all the way around, then hook it up. Now the strap is on there, and even there, right there, way tighter. Woo, wee. This would be your max right here, Artem. That would be your max.
60 in a band, it does sound pretty heavy.
The band definitely tightened everything up, that's for sure.
Yeah, I don't want to have yours feels now that I have direct one with the pulley too. Like those 50 pounds are like, I'm feeling those.
Well, especially just after a while, you just don't stop. Try to be patient and balanced. Once you can hold all that here and then start adjusting your feet, you know that I'm starting to get a little something right in there.
There was a comment.
Hey, I saw Warzinski against Arthur.
Yep, that's got confirmed.
I mean, man, Ingen really hates Adam, huh?
Why? I mean, that's the smallest guy. Probably he has arm wrestle right now. Probably right. Weight
Oh, good.
wise.
All right, good. I was scared that he was going into another fucking shellacking, so that's good.
No, he needs to probably cut weight a little bit because it's like I think they're gonna cash at 189. So probably Adam gonna have to lose 10, 15 pounds. Well, no, he was 200, I think, at the Arizona State. So yeah, he's probably not too heavy. So nothing too crazy. I feel like, yeah, I mean, Arthur, I feel like Arthur's style will be interesting, right? Because he also hooks. So that I'm not sure about.
Yeah,
But
I think Arthur spends a lot of time hooking or top rolling crazy awesome hookers. And in the meantime, when an American hooker comes over, you might see him not have to top roll so much. Him to be a little more clear and direct right to that pad. I don't think it's going to be close.
from who?
I don't think that Adam will get him in a hook.
Really?
Nope. I think the guys, Europeans that are real good top rollers have learned how to top roll the most carvinist of carvers. And you can't bring that American carving bullshit overseas. It don't travel. It does not travel. The American hook does not have a passport. There's no visa acceptance for the American hooker. I took an American hooker with me to Istanbul. They turned her away. Trust me. You cannot travel with a hook. You leave the hook in America where you can dominate. Don't do it.
I was like, I thought I'm not paying attention. Then I did pay attention and I heard what you said.
Ingen gave me a call this morning.
Okay. That can go.
Asking me if I would be willing to be in the corner of some of the Americans when they're pulling. And then when there are no Americans pulling, I would be in the booth.
Okay.
So do I look at that as a promotion or a demotion? Now, did he do it because the Americans need some coaching and the show needs a little bit in between the matches?
Not a demotion or promotion is a prayer. What you're saying right now? Yeah, like help your team, dog.
Well, yeah, but here's the deal. Aren't you being a little presumptuous? I asked him. I'm like, make sure the Americans want me to be their coach, because not all of them are going to be digging that or into that, I'm sure. And then I'm thinking, really, is he saying I can't talk when the Americans are pulling because I'm acting all pro-American in the podcast? But I'm going to tell you what I think. I think that people are going to find out that without me, it's going to be whack boring. Now, maybe I'm wrong about that.
You mean watching the show? I mean, I've said it before, I feel like there's people that are, and I don't know if you're still fucking with me or you really don't comprehend my stance that there are some people that completely can't stand you because because you saying Dilla Jack is a Dilla Jack off, like that makes them go.
Where the hell is Lindsay? Is she the one saying this?
No. That's a random people on the internet. Those are random people on the internet.
Whoa.
I personally, I'm all of a sudden tune in when I hear like some type of fucking but
yeah, you confirmed it. I got demoted. The good thing is it does not come with a pay decrease. So fuck it.
No, it's all good. Yeah. So hey, there are two questions actually under my video. Todd Hutchings commented on my side pressure video. He goes, so Todd says, I've attended several seminars with Travis and talked about side pressure and training over the years. The one thing he was always consistent about is I never want anything in my hand. No fat grips, no big multi-spinners, no wrist range, nothing. When I hit, I make a fist. A closed fist makes the strongest arm. In response to that, I ran a side pressure contest at his seminar pulling on an arm wrestling strap. Have that happen? Have you and Todd were for like side pressure contest with a strap?
No. But listen, Todd drinks a lot and I smoke a lot. So this could have happened. This could have happened.
What time is it? It's 2:00, man. Todd
What happened? What happened when we did it?
That's all. I asked him who won, and he didn't reply.
I usually listen. I was Todd's daddy his whole career, so I won all that stuff.
Well, I do wonder because now that I posted what I did, because I did this kind of the same thing you do. I'm just there standing, moving the thing around, and people are like, "Oh man, why is your thing so low and not so high? And why you're not moving this way?" I'm like, fuck.
And listen, here's the deal too. If this machine that I'm working with right now would have had an attachment up here, I'd probably be preaching that shit too. I don't know. I'm just telling you now, when I meet somebody at the table, I immediately use their hand like it's a tray of food I was delivering at a table, right? I would never let that food touch my wrist or that tray because I know that it would fall over, right? So when you put your hand and the guy comes up, right, to do that, I usually just come right underneath and make sure that if I can put his whole hand on this shelf, right, then I know his wrist ain't touching mine. Yep. Once we straighten up, right? It's all good. So that's where this came from. Trust me, I am not breaking down arm wrestling for the arm wrestler. I broke it down for me. And now I'm letting you know everything that was done.
Yeah. As me trying to answer, I mean, I like the down angle. I feel like it gives me different pressure in my shoulder. And then overall, once it goes down, it goes down in that, as you're getting pinned. If I were to move, like actually from point A to point B, definitely high, because by the time you're putting it down, the pressure goes nowhere, unless you have a band on there. So that's
right. What else I like is oh my God, it's so hard. But then just like in the arm wrestling match, it's all right here. And then once you hit them and knock them off center and take the hand, it starts getting easier as you pin them. And that does happen because of this situation. So I understand. Right. The philosopher would tell you need the strongest at the end point. The realist, the guy who's fucking in the business, will tell you, no, your fucking hit needs to be at the start. Once you drive them over there, trust me, you don't need as much to pin them as you did to get them there. And I do believe that.
Right, like, yeah, if you were talking about it in theory, like, for sure, yeah, if you get caught by the very, very end, yeah, you kind of fuck. But, yeah, in reality, like, dude, I've done hit you so hard at the thing, fuck.
All right, yeah, let me bust that hand back. I bet it's a lot easier to kick your ass in.
Yeah, it is different talking about training philosophies, depending what type of guy you are. Are you the grinder, catcher, whatever, or you're the guy that hits and you need to follow? Like, you need all this training principles, defensive shits, and all that, right? Different stuff.
I understand why you had to stay late and study more because you decided to catch me. You did not decide to, because if you were just going to hit me, trust me, that training's over in 1 hour. But nah, you got to stay. You got to learn how to press, broke arm. You got to learn it all, kid.
So another interesting, well, the guy asks why. So why Travis style training did nothing for me. I was barely stronger than an average human. Doing his bent fist exercise and pull up, hold and squeeze the towel and whatnot seems like very useless training, honestly. I don't know how it worked for him. Also, his bend exercise where he holds in a pin position, but I didn't get much result on the table, even though I got stronger with the band. So, as comment under one of my videos, so I asked the guy, "What's your
I mean,
level?"
ask him if he's gotten better doing anyone else's shit.
I asked him, "What's your level of arm wrestling?" And he goes, "Obviously, was a beginner with a beginner technique, and everything was my first time at the club in years, and I only went 3 times that time, but I still expected more results for some reason. LOL." I thought it would be
I'd be willing to bet that the inverted squeeze in the hand is almost only effective during the set grip. And if you go to practice and you decide to make a fist and then allow the other person to re-grip over your fist, you will develop some discomfort. There's no doubt about it. Yeah. And then that person's going to just hold on to that fist. And if you're not strong, it's going to be hard to slip. I got you. So just make sure that you go back, turn all the way back to the first fucking page and understand that this thing is best used in the set grip and in the straps. In the set grip in order to make it easier to get the straps. And then of course, in the straps, in the set grip is the best part. When I say set grip, referee's grip, it doesn't matter. Whenever you're not in control and that the second after you set your hand down, someone else is going to set his or her hand down, or you're setting your hands down at the same time. Just know that not having the ability to re-grip is the secret to making the fist and inverting the hand. So there's no reason, right? It's like coming to dig a hole, but forgetting the shovel, right? Like, hey, my man,
it's kind of important.
Gotta have the shovel. So listen, you gotta have the set grip. You gotta be in the strap. You gotta have a ref there at practice running through the procedure. And the procedure has to be one that doesn't allow a re-grip. That's supposed to be the ref set grip.
Well, that's why I asked the guy, like, what's your level of arm wrestling? Because I feel like it's got to be something. You did not really, you have your own career, but you did not call me about my arm wrestling about, like, I don't know, fucking 9 years after I started arm wrestling. You like called me like, yo, you could do something. Like this. So I feel like straight copying you, unless they are with you and they're understanding that, it's kind of hard because they listen to you, then they listen to the person to the practice about, hey, wrist curl, catch, this, and this. And all of a sudden they're like, oh yeah, Travis's shit doesn't work. So that's why there's really not that many people that kind of blindly follow what you do. There are people that will go pulling as you do. Like there's some people that hits high side and all that, but the training is a little different. So that's why, like, I feel like if you get, maybe you like me, right? You kind of got some power, you kind of got some technique, and you need some guidance. Maybe you can straighten your left arm and, straight up tall. Then all of a sudden, maybe
I would say that, yeah, the technique would be, the best way to absorb it is, I want to be real fucking good. So this thing could either help me identify what someone who's better than me is doing currently, right? Or try to help me combat it so that I could actually be that guy. So, to me, it's simple. If you're good, you're a good arm wrestler. You're exploring with the King's move, right? Just in case, right? If some guy kept taking your hand, you're like, man, maybe I'll be like Gennady and Jerry. Fuck my hand. I'll work that shit out. You can do all that stuff, right? That's fine. I'm just telling you, this is one other method. Hey, get to the set grip. Get to the straps. Don't worry about holding on. Create something that's hard to hold on to. That's all. Just something to think about.
Well, it just, fuck, I just wish more people understood it, because what you're talking about creates that tournament efficiency, and all of a sudden you're winning shit. You know what I mean?
That's, I think, the biggest problem with arm wrestling is that there's practice and it has nothing to do with the tournament except to prevent injury. That's it.
Well, I'm glad you said that. You know what fucking just turns me inside out every time I hear this? Like, oh man, I can't do this and this. Oh, why not? Oh, I got injured at practice. You did what? Like, that's the one, like, it drives me nuts. Like, bro, that's
I mean, listen,
wild.
yeah, I mean, the same guy who just grabs a guy and the other guy grabs him and there's no ready goes, and then they start going and the one guy takes control of the hand, but he doesn't pin him, but he doesn't give anything back. Like, listen, that guy sells handles. Same fucking guy. Same fucking guy. Okay? Same fucking guy. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy.
Actually,
So, listen, arm wrestling practice is to prevent injury and nothing more.
when do you work with people, and if you do, like, what's your style? Or
You
like,
pay me $500, I give you the seminar. That's it.
I got you. Well,
There's no working.
if you're part of the Morocco practice, are you just go and blast your thing and you don't talk to nobody technically?
No, I go there. I do not do anything except make sure that I have a beautiful losing lane right in the middle of the table. I keep everybody in the middle. I give them the best grip they want. Unless they're stronger than me, then I take as much as I possibly can to make sure that the match just stays right in the middle. You can't beat me. I'm the best practice partner you could ever have. It's all good. But I'm not helping you unless, and if I do help you, it's like, I'll be the ref for you guys. And then most of them are like, what's he talking about? We don't need a ref. That's when I know I can't help these motherfuckers. Because that's how you would help them. Is,
Yeah.
hey, guys, let's all think about the 2 or 3 scenarios. Where are you pulling next week? What's the rule set? How are you going to get in the set grip? How are you going to get in the strap? Is it easy, hard? What's the deal there? Perfect. Once you get into them two, this is how I would do to attack it. Now, I'll be 3 refs. I'll be the slow ass ref. I'll be the on point ref. And I'll be the guy who's got weird procedures for all kinds of shit. Your job, figure out to the best of your knowledge, what is the last command that he will say before he says go. It will either be close your hands, or he will ask you or your opponent if you want to close your honor over your thumb. Whoever the second guy is, right? Those 2 procedures get you to the last finale of when he's going to say go. And let's work backwards from there, and you start developing a cock stance ready for that moment. I mean, listen, you can't say it more fucking eloquently than that right there. It's broad and it's fucking general. Everybody can understand that. The most important thing you can understand at the tournament is what is the set grip, ref's grip procedure. And how difficult is it to get to the straps and in that set grip procedure, and then work from there. Know when they're going to say go. Now, what am I going to do if they tell us to close our hands? What Travis is going to do, he's going to invert his hands just a little bit. As they tell him to close his hands, he is going to rise to his toes, lean just a little bit towards his opponent in order to take that pressure off and make him reposition his feet as I'm putting my hand down and trying to get the palm of my hand as far away from the guy as I can to stick my fingertips and dig in there as much as I can to get my fingers inside of my thumb pad. Once I get that inside of that, I can start squeezing it and it start rising my thumb pad up. At this next thing I'm going to hear is go. If I'm in a AAA or the WAF, I am going to quite possibly if he closes me first, I am quite possibly going to move and manipulate because I'm okay with a foul and him to redo the procedure because I'm most comfortable when I close second. However, I've got a beautiful procedure for being nice and limp when he closes mine And then as he closes his, I do the same thing. Rise and squeeze that thumb pad and try to create that horrible connection that he's not used to, that is brand new to him and his nervous system, right before the fucking guy says go. That is it. So if you want to help, if you're a certified ref or you're an intelligent human being who understands the ref's cadence, that's what you can bring to the arm wrestling practice if you really want to help somebody. Because besides preventing injury, developing a losing lane, there's nothing else you're going to get in arm wrestling practice that you can't get right here on this machine or with some bands. The only thing you can get is that awkwardness of where the guy is also moving as well, knowing what it's like when you're dug in there and you lose and that you don't have to go to the hospital. Very important exercise, but that's it. Everything else needs to be done in the set grip, in the straps with the ref.
I will also say, I don't know if you will put it in a injury prevention department, but I like going there just to, I'm doing my top rolls. I'm doing my high side. I'm just working on my movements from point A to point B. I like practices for that, because just getting my motions down.
Yeah, that's injury prevention. Thank you for rephrasing that for me. That's why you're the fucking co-host, baby. Keep it up.
Those two. All right. $4.99 super chat. The Bears, you think the Dave C match, well, you can't write out Dave Chafee. You think Dave Chafee match against Devin and Hermes is a good measure on how Devin, dude, what's up is Dave C, D, and E?
Yeah, listen, if you want to use that analogy, you have to then use the Hermes Gennady, Devin Gennady match. So
the guy said both finished Dave 3-0. That's what the guy finished with.
No doubt, exactly. And I think that you're even saying that Dave did it easier, or Hermes. Great. But just know what Hermes did to Gennady and then what Gennady did to Devin. So you got to be careful. You got to play that role where Dave showed us Devin's better. You got to know that Gennady showed us Hermes is much better. So a tough one. Very tough. Then even back to what Hermes just did to Carteret as to what Devin was able to do with Carteret a few years ago. Also not working in Devin's favor. So I can only imagine that this is a Devin loving fan. If so, don't mention that, because then the people who are arguing with you are going to mention what I just mentioned.
Well, fuck, I mean, if you want to bring all of it up, isn't like Hermes did better than Devin in both of those matches, I feel
That's
like.
what I mean. Except Hermes didn't do as good against Dave as Devin did currently, because Dave and Hermes had a little bit of a match. Devin just went through him at that point, which the same with Revis, same with, fuck. I think Bart Wood beat fucking Dave in a super match 2 weekends ago. Dave's on a hell of a losing streak. Make sure you don't ever post these videos, bro. Jeez.
I got you, Doug.
I won't be allowed anywhere.
$1.99 for Vigilante. What? Travis in the gym back-to-back days? Let's go.
Back-to-back, motherfucker. This is 4 2-a-days in a row. I am jacked. Dude, I'm going to kill. I'm going to kill everybody.
Hold on, how many people we have? All right, we got 170 people in the chat.
It's crazy.
Guys,
everybody give us $2 right now or get the fuck out of this show.
Hey, guys, I have a question for you, and it doesn't need to be a super chat, but it's a good conspiracy theory I feel like we can work on. Sarah Latona, thank you for agreeing with Travis. Once again, we are live because of you. But there's a conspiracy theory that I feel like people are working on. You've been in the gym for like a week. Before you left to the gym, your house was looking miserable every day. Like the first table is gone, boxes are gone, everything. So, guys, I need a good conspiracy theory going on. Is Travis getting back in shape? Okay, sit down and kick him out the house, man.
And he's living at the gym.
Yeah, like there's something. This shit looks too good. You know, man, table got moved to Ezra because Ezra's moving. I'm gonna make this place mom. The life is good, man. I only need 2 bedrooms. Fuck, man. Hey, I know you don't want to confess
You
it.
heard it here first. The beast is single.
Yeah.
Any of you arm wrestling chicks? What is up? What is up?
Well, hey, just to let you know, I know if the life gets rough, I don't know
Who's
what
the most available arm wrestling chick on the market right now?
Jonathan Parsons.
Now that Angie Ron Bath is off the market, Ron took the only one.
I'm waiting for Jason Latona to fuck it up with Sarah. I'm out there in the bushes, man.
Oh man, you just went too far. You know, it's funny you said that. Is I hit Sarah up on Instagram or on Messenger and was like, "Yo, we're coming to Vegas, January 27th," and I was really gonna have her, because there was gonna be like this women's side of it too that we're trying to get Jody involved in. So I was gonna have Sarah beat Jody Laird before we moved it to Jody, just because I knew it was Vegas. We needed someone. And as soon as I message her, I think that she probably gets creepy messages from guys like you and shit, right?
No,
Or
no,
at
no,
least Russian guys.
no. I've said what I've said directly to Jason, so I'm
saying, but other dudes like from Siberia that fucking come here, they
Yeah,
probably write her terrible
my
messages.
cousin is at the AM sending her sneeze peeks or some shit.
Yeah.
100%.
So she immediately was like, call Brandon Allen. Which, don't get me wrong, I didn't tell her all the information. It was just that, hey, we're invading Vegas, call me, or January something, whatever it was. But it must have sounded a little creepy.
Right. You're also gonna have to be a full creep, and you could have messaged your husband as well.
Well, that's the deal is that I don't, yeah, probably. But I know that whenever I did the podcast with him, she's the one that hit me. So that's why she's like on my messenger. So
I got you. Well,
but I totally get it. Like I get it. Like even when I was trying to have these guys everywhere I went, they wanted Sarah Bachman. Right. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. And then I was like thinking, I don't know if I want to be the liaison between people who want to hire Sarah, because I don't know if these mother are weird or not. And then the whole time Sarah's just meeting her guy. So I'm like, I got to meet this new guy and be like, hey, just letting you know, I'm one of the weird people that doesn't want to like suck on your wife's toes or anything, or have her punch me in the fucking nuts. None of that.
Biceps curl you.
Whatever the deal is. And even our girl, come on, man, even Heidi, and I talked to Heidi and her husband, and they're like, yeah, there's some weirdos that'll text, and they love women, strength women. So,
dude, I used to run that crazy big Sarah's business page, that Facebook one. Oh my god, the messages you'll get for like, just, hey, you're so strong, can your biceps curl me? I'm like, man, what the fuck's going on? Weird biceps curl messages. So yeah, guys, please work in the theory whether or not should I clean up my spare office where Travis can move into.
All you gotta do is, if you're a single female, you send me a private messenger, and you will find out how quickly Casey and I either are or not together. Cause she will stalk that messenger, and if there's a weird message, I will get a call.
David Ekman with $2 super chat says we're gonna have to get ethics committee on this one, referring to my creeping, and you're creeping now too, Travis. But
I would love to be single but maybe like Casey not know it. That way I could come back and see how it worked out. I'm just afraid that I'll lose, and she'll end up marrying Tiger Woods, and I'll be stuck with Denise Waddles or somebody like that.
Yeah, that never works out, man. Speaking from experience. Hey, well, Sarah says she's all game. She will.
Whoa, no, not now. I already contacted Brandon Allen. I already contacted Brandon.
Ah,
no. Hey, Sarah don't you turn into a creep trying to get all up in my messenger now. It's out. You're out. No, I'm kidding.
Travis Yacht Claus the Bomb, $5 super chat. What was Travis's favorite arm wrestling strap? And was the donut pad any good?
The donut pad is how I grew up. So the Big Arm Barn Grill had 8 donut pad tables in it. I still have one in my basement that is legendary. So I will have it at September 23rd event so everyone can play with it. The best thing about the donut pads was that you didn't have to make any switches left and right-handed. It was fucking awesome. You know what I mean? But that's probably the only benefit. I am absolutely unbeatable on a donut pad right-handed. However, once I experienced the staggered pads left-handed, unbeatable left-handed on a staggered pad. So it just depends on where I'm at in my life and what arm it is and which one I can sacrifice. But I do love right-handed when we are straight across. That staggered pad would always let those Warzinskis keep what I say they keep doing?
Carving in?
Always carving, God damn it. And then left-handed, I realized I'm a carver a little bit. So that's why I like it. So it's crazy how things can change though, when it's straight across or when it's staggered. And I am proof. Right-handed, nasty when it's straight across. Left-handed, a little acceptable.
I want to continue that, but before I go, is Jim Montgomery is one of our sponsors? Jim, is he the owner of the drill bits?
Oh, man. Why would you ask me that on camera in case I don't fucking know?
Oh, he has 2 things, and he like, yo, Artem, I need your email to send you a better revolution logo. All right.
Yes. Is that Jim?
Yes.
Okay, don't be asking me because that's my new buddy, man. I'm just riding in the car with Stan Peach, right? And Stan's like, yo, I got a buddy. He fucking listens to the show. So I'm like, dude, call this dude. So then I called him right away and it was awesome. We had this great call. And now I guess this dude must have a great job because he gets to watch our show no matter if it's 9 o'clock or 1:30. He's on both times. So, but yeah, perfect.
Well, I'm gonna once again go crazy.
Jim was a high school quarterback, Stan Peets tells me.
I got you. Well, Jim, I am trying to write you this email in the comment section, and God forbid nobody will send me a request to bicep curl them. So there you have it, young man. Bro, stagger pads.
I'm also too, send me that logo so I can start working on the awards because that'll be we got all that. We got a good expense because of Jim for the trophies for there. So that's awesome. And that's just like the Virginia tournament, we're going to have all those weight classes. So it's going to be needed.
Yeah, well, once he gets me the PNG, then probably we can work with that.
Sure. Hey, we got to get on this Virginia. We got to get on this Virginia flyer.
There's something about the stagger. I've heard from people that love stagger pads, how much it throws them away if the pad is straight all of a sudden. They cannot arm wrestle. They will not arm wrestle something. They're like Tim Lewis used to be one of those dudes that he loves that shoulder being diagonal and the pad allows it. And like, oh man, you can't do anything. I'm like, oh wow, that's there's technically no fucking difference, but I love the fact that it throws you away.
Yeah, definitely. I think that the stronger you are, the more you enjoy the staggered pad, as opposed to if you definitely want to. Because listen, you compromise that hand and wrist when those pads are straight across, it's a problem.
I know. I mean, as a top roller, man, I feel like it's all good. You're just running. But yeah, with the staggered pad, you have to make sure that you are straight too if the other person is stronger than you. And
the staggered pad's amazing because what is straight if the pads are staggered?
If the pad is staggered and that person is like this, so for him this is straight. So you have to make sure you're as straight as him, meaning you're also diagonal as fuck. That's what I'm saying. So you have to make sure this is happening. Which you have to make sure this is happening in a straight path too, because
Which I feel like an ideal situation would be the pads were big enough that you staggered them, right? You had staggered pads, but you made the pads big enough that they were straight across, right? So you could still start on the right-hand corner of each time of each thing and be right where you are normally. And then you just draw a line down the middle of it and tell them for the start of the match, you have to start on the appropriate side of the table. So you would knock out it all, right? You'd have a bigger pad after it started, and you would have the exact same pad that you had anyway if you just stayed on the right side. If we had straight across pads that were bigger, you could stay on the right side, you stay on your right side, and we're both staggered still, right? Because you just have to have that line. It's like you can use the whole pad, just not at the start of the match. Start of the match, you got to stay on your side until we say go.
I got you. All right. Well, I'm also thinking like, is that still relevant if the referee doing a good job and straightening us around?
I agree. I think the referee, if he's smart, he will get to the middle with hovered elbows. Line that webbing up, set them down. Wherever they are, doesn't matter. They can start moving their elbows if they want, as long as it doesn't change the height of the webbing. And then it's close your thumbs, take a step back. Elbows can't move now. When I'm coming back in here, the elbows have to stay there. As I'm stepping back, I don't care where they go, but just know as I come back in there, they can't move anymore. Close your hands, go. Man, I'm so fucking good, ref. I would kill that shit.
By the time you're stepping back, those fucks also don't move their shoulders too. So you kind of have to play with that.
That's okay though. I don't really care about the shoulder that much.
Really? I do. I feel like by the time like some of those carvers put the shoulder in, the whole angle done change. They come in.
That's fine. It's like if you change the connection, then it's a foul. As long as I'm looking at this shit, right? I got them here. It's all perfect. You're in the table, close your thumbs. I take a step back. There's going to be a little bit of jockeying. If the jockeying's too much, one of them will walk away. And I will give the foul to either the one that walked away or the reason he walked away, right? I'm seeing it right there. But listen, if they can't sit there, elbows planted with the thumb lock, there's no reason to go further. You might as well just give out some fouls now. Because I already know if they're shaky there, as soon as I tell them to close their hand, the shakiness is going to become more apparent.
Okay.
More pronounced.
Hey, we have an interesting super chat. $10 super chat from Slamerican Top Roll. Looking to pull my first comp the first weekend of September. Man, wait a couple of weeks. Go to the 23rd. Anyway.
No. Make sure ours is your second competition.
I have a table, but no friends. What should I focus on to try and win to make the kids proud of their dad? First ever super chat. In my opinion, get some friends, but I'll let Travis answer it.
Yeah, no problem. So listen, there's some very simple things you can do. Hold right here. I'm gonna grab a towel.
I got you. The guy has a table, but no friends, and the kids. So one unfriendly and angry dad, seems like. So yeah, I mean, but before Travis goes gets the towel, man, I feel like you need to make some friends. Get in the grinder. No Tinder, plenty of fish. How about we can get some males in your life? We'll do that. Ooh. Oof.
All right, my man. This is the cheapest training tool you can find. You see this towel here? You're gonna make that fist. Right? You see that fist? Doesn't matter left or right handed. Take the middle of that towel. You stick it around that fist just like so. See that? And now you got all this, right? You're going to sit here, put that fist on your face, and you say you don't have no friends. But I did hear something about family and kids. So have your wife or your kids or your dog, somebody on the end of this thing, and all you're going to do is keep this fist right there on your damn chin, son. And just don't ever let it go. If they pull too hard and it pulls it away, tell them don't pull so hard. And you just keep, every time it gets hard, you drive that elbow further forward to fight it. You got it? That's the first thing you can do, all right? What do you got? You said you're pulling, so you got 3 weeks of that, right? 3 weeks of it. You do that and you get back on this super chat, $10 more will give you step 2.
Well, it's first weekend of September, so the guy has good 4 to 5 weeks to prepare.
I think he has exactly 3 weeks, and then he has to take off the last week, right?
Well, if you're so proficient about your taper and all that, sure, yes.
I mean, listen, if I was that guy, don't do that exercise. It just showed you the night before the tournament, okay, my man? Give yourself a couple of days.
Oh, that's how most people, I feel like, discover arm wrestling, right? They have a subject.
That towel right there, better would be a sheet, right? Because you would give, with the sheet, you would give your people a way longer lever to make it harder. That towel, they're going to be right here. If you can get a big king size, queen size sheet, now the dude's going to be able to get, both of the kids can get a hold of it, and they're eight yards away from you, 6 feet. Right? Now the more leverage.
Please repeat. What's the goal for the person? What are they doing with the arm? Can you say it once?
They're trying their best. This position right here, just imagine yourself. If you're arm wrestling right-handed, the best position I could ever be in is my fist connected to my chin. If I could do that, and then all I had to do is lower my body until that is a win. This will help you understand that the connection is all up here. Right? And you need to use the rest of your body to try to keep it tight to your face. And that's what I mean. When they start pulling on it, it's going to be natural to suck that elbow in, but you're giving them a nice, easy angle to open it up. If you really want to fight, elbow will go out, and that will help you fight it more. Start learning that general principle when you arm wrestle, that elbow away from me. I start using it as a lever, and all of a sudden I start to learn how to move. All I'm doing is knowing that every movement is best when my hand stays with my face. The second it's away from it is when I'm starting to struggle. I go, my hand goes with it. I try to go, my hand stays there. I stop going and I come back and get it. That's like some real basic shit that will start you off.
All right, Ella, the reason I'm asking you because I have people, I've done it to people and the arm goes everywhere. I'm like, yo, fuck. Yeah, okay, I guess it's a lot harder for the brain than I thought. So I'm glad that you explained it to people. Hey, I brought you your favorite guest in the house tonight, unexpectedly, but hoping you love to hear something from Barry Bourne himself.
What's up?
Hey. Yo, what's up, player?
What's up, homeboy? What you doing?
Man, you still working. You still working on that dial-up fucking internet. You on that dial-up, man. I ain't got you. I don't have the connection.
You didn't lie. You can hear everything I'm saying.
Artem, help me out. He thinks I'm fucking with him. Help me out.
Barry, you're a little, there's scenes, right? It can be better. It can be better. Now it's true. I want to move to a different room. I don't know.
Go over there to your neighbor and ask them what the Wi-Fi password is at our house.
Hey, Travis, I have 2 more people. I got Silky Wilkie throwing another $10. Give him the step 2, Travis. I have done the wrist curls with my dog before. And then we have Stacy Morgan.
Step 2, do a ton of pull-ups.
All right, well, there's a Stacy Morgan with $10 Canadian. Hey, just in case there's step 3. Hey, there we go, guys.
Yourself a side pressure machine, just like me and Barry Bourne.
Okay.
Hey, cut Barry Bourne off of it, man. He don't got no internet.
I don't know. Barry's figuring out. The picture is moving.
Barry's been talking the whole fucking time. He has no internet.
Barry, before I kick you out of here,
I ain't been talking.
Barry, how are you doing, Barry? Please tell us, fill people in. How's Barry Bourne been doing for all this time?
Been doing good, Bubba. It's been chill. Got a new granddaughter, got another granddaughter. Been expanding the family. So they're all is good. Been training, working out, getting better. So,
All right.
how about you, my friend?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just here listening to the harassment for Travis for the past 10 years. Oh, and Barry Bourne, naturally, his internet killed himself, and Barry is gone. Man, Barry,
Man,
Barry
God
doing so
damn, Barry.
good. Man, I
You
was
had one
asking.
fucking job, Barry Bourne.
Oh,
One
okay.
fucking
Barry is reconnected. Barry, before I lose you completely. Okay. Oh, that's so much better. Hey, will we see you January 6th in Shreveport?
We will definitely
January
see you
6th. I'll
January
be
6th.
ready. January 6th.
All right. We'll
Is that better on him? I moved.
yeah. It is better. It is more smoother picture. Will you be beating Travis?
Sure. Me and Travis.
You got a better chance
Might
of
as well.
you got a better chance of watching the whole East versus West on this lousy streaming fucking Wi-Fi you got than beat me.
Yeah.
Hey, we got JC White with $2 super chat saying it's $100 super chat. That's not how it works, but thank you. Hey, we got 50 Polish dollars. What to do when the riser and the pronator feel strong with the weight but fall apart during sparring?
Yeah, it's because your connection it's got bad leverage and space, homie. Like, listen, you can't grab a 85-pound, you can't grab an 85-pound dumbbell if you ain't got the 50 pounds of pressure. You understand? So when you're arm wrestling someone, if they have a connection to you that they can have a connection that 1,000 pounds won't break. You got to make sure that they get their connection at the last second. You can't let the fucking strongest guy in the world grab you, adjust twice, and then straighten his own wrist out. The motherfuckers, yeah, you're done. So just know that there's a chance you're arm wrestling the wrong guy, but you won't know that until he gets his connection like you, the last second before the ref says go, and you come up with a game plan on what you are going to do the second before he says go, preparing yourself to change the connection even more in your benefit. And I mean, anyway, if the connection is better, like Justin Bishop needed a better hook connection against Tom's, right? And then other people like Chance needed a more outside, better connection against his guy, right? I mean, and if they get their connection, just know that their good grip could be thousands of pounds of problems with leverage. So don't tell me that he got a better grip than you at practice. Tell me he got a better grip at practice when you had the smartest guy in the place refereeing and giving you the strap and the set grip. Because that's what your first job is, to learn to be aware of the situation enough so that you can start in the set grip and in the straps. And the only time you wouldn't do that is because you felt that you were better than the guy you were pulling. But if you had any apprehension, that's the only place you can start to set a game plan. So yeah, don't ask any stupid ass questions. I already told you. Now listen, if you go to the set grip and the strap, manipulate the shit out of the connection, false start, have very good timing. If all of that fails, then just shake the motherfucker's hand. The motherfucker's better than you.
That's right.
Tell him, Barry.
That's right. You can't handle it. Can't handle it. Can't drive it.
That's right. But don't tell me you can't handle it if you didn't try. I mean, if you didn't try, it means you didn't get in the set grip. You didn't get in the strap. You didn't false start. You didn't create a foul. You didn't do anything. You just took the ass whipping and tells me, oh man, Travis's technique don't work. My man, I can't turn chicken shit in the chicken soup.
That's right.
Ah, man. So, yes, sir. I mean, if your rise your predator is strong in the gym and it falls apart during sparring, fuck. Try it with a smaller sparring
It's
partner.
like your riser and pronation was really good when you put 30 pounds on the thing. Well, what you don't know is the guy at practice, by you allowing him to get his own comfortable grip, he's got 130 pounds of pressure now.
That's
So what do you
right.
need to do? You don't need to get 130 pounds of pressure. You need to make sure you change his connection so he doesn't have access to all 130 pounds.
And if you changed everything and nothing's happening, you tell that the guy's in way too much gear and you find another practice.
Yeah, what the fuck? Move on. Don't fuck with that guy.
Like, yeah, fuck it, man. I can't be around here, bunch of juicers.
Yeah, go Rob Jr. on their ass. Go Joseph Dreerdick on their ass.
Yep, couple posts, switch practice, move to Jacksonville. We'll welcome you every Thursday at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Paulie told me he is killing everybody at practice. We need to get Paulie on there. Send Paulie an invite real quick.
I have said Paulie. I said Paulie and Barry invite at the same time. Barry is the man, came in here first.
Nice.
$2 super chat from Travis
Hell
Cause
yeah.
the Bum. How will Travis referee Devon's match?
We lost Travis. That dial up he's got. He's got that dial up over in West
And
Virginia.
if Jody comes over there off the top rope, pop, pop, pop. Uppercut.
I think there's one more foul that can be given out.
I think you only get 2 fouls,
Oh,
right?
no, it's back to 2 now, but I think it's been 3, so I got you.
It's a warning right now. There's a warning. Foul, and then get ready for her to get in your ass. But I would only foul him if he deserved it. I wouldn't care. Like, I'm not going to be up there crying about, I mean, both of the shoulders are turned a little bit. That ain't no problem. Like, that's all good, man. We want there to be efficiency. As long as they know the next words that are coming and how timely they're coming. And if any interruption to that is a warning or a foul. We have 5 rounds of this. I have no problem giving you 10 fouls. Not even a small problem. And I will do it with the most smart ass look, and I will not communicate with you when you ask me a question. I don't, just like when the police pull me over, I do not answer questions.
All of a sudden, not to talk to. All of a sudden, not to be talked to. All
And
right.
the same with Hermes. When Hermes triple capped his damn thumb knuckle, that's a foul, sir. Yep, right there. And then immediate, locked right back in, back here. Oh, I'm here. I don't even know who these guys are. I'm just looking at these hands, trying my best to negotiate a fair start, and then I'm backing up. And I ain't saying a whole lot until it's over. You ain't gonna catch me having a seizure trying to stop them so quick. What do I care if they pull for 5 seconds before it dawns on me that there was a legitimate elbow foul that needed to be called? There's no reason to rush a call. What's the rush? The only way if you make rush calls, you make bad calls.
Right.
It's like Barry here. Barry wanted to kick the fucking door down when we got stuck in the elevator. I said, whoa, hold tight, player. Once that bead of sweat started rolling up on Barry Bourne's neck, I knew we had to get out of there.
Yeah, but Barry, before I wrap it up, can you tell us the elevator story? Because we heard it from Travis, and we don't know even if it's true or not. What happened in the elevator?
Yeah, it's true, Autumn. We up there at what was it, Travis? Sam's Town? Sam's Town Casino. Travis hollers at me after we did that practice there in Bossier. Hey man, you want to come check out this hotel? I said, sure, why not? I went up there, went up to the rooms and stuff. We come down 20 minutes
later.
And
that was the first thing that happened to me and Casey is Barry brought some girls with him. And if we wouldn't have got stuck in that damn elevator, nobody would know.
That's man, no, every bit was true. We got stuck in the elevator. He called Paulie like 5 minutes after we're in there. I'm like, man, we got to call this, push his button over here and get this lady on the intercom so we can get somebody to come save our ass. And about 20 minutes later, they finally come and got us out of there. So it's all true. It's like every time I get with Travis, something breaks down. We have something happen.
Man, y'all can't be together in the same town.
Hey, Barry woke me up again at 1:30 and said, man, the key won't work. I go out there, he's trying to just wave the key around the fucking thing like it's 2023 instead of sticking the key in there. So I had to help him out.
I can't deny that either, Travis.
Didn't you say Barry was gone anyway?
Yeah, then an hour later, Barry said, thanks for the night, man. Fun night. Barry, that bed must have been uncomfortable as shit.
No, it was all good, dog. It was all good.
As soon as my man saw the one roach and 2 bed bugs, I'm out. That's Travis's place.
No, it's a nice place. I can't say that.
I got you. Well, I didn't know. Whenever me and Travis roll around, he pretends to be extra.
Yeah, you never been to the oil field. The oil field rooms are nice.
I got you. When me and you are around, I'm paying out my credit card for the Motel 6 or fucking Nights In.
One night, Artem put us in a hotel so sketchy, I made him stand by the door all night because I was scared.
He had to be a guard dog.
Dude, I remember first time we stayed at it was like Nights In. Where was it? It was not in Martinsburg. It was
in Charlestown. Yeah, in
Charlestown, baby. It
right
was
by the racetrack.
$40 a night. The guy put us in the room. Me and Brandon, we go in there. It's non-smoking hotel. The room smacks like fucking cigarettes. We go talk to the guy. Hey man, the room smells like smoke. Oh, no way. What do you mean? No
The next day, Artem thanked me and said he'd never stayed in a nicer place in his whole life when he was in Siberia.
Well, that's the same time you offered.
Hey, you'd have had a seizure if I'd have took you to Sam's Town back then, man. You wasn't ready for that shit, Artem.
He'd have fell out, wasn't he, Travis?
No, hey, Barry, he ain't ready for the red door.
No, hey, dude, that red door in El Dorado pimp, dog. You got to see that shit. For real.
Hey, we're gonna have a lot of fun January, bro. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna do it up. It's gonna be awesome.
I can't wait, dog. I'll be ready.
Well, all right, fellas. We've been here for more than an hour. Travis, I cannot keep looking at you getting stronger for more than 1 hour a day because that gets too dangerous. All of a sudden, I looked at the Allegiant flight yesterday. It was $65. I'm like, oh, can't make it. Travis be too strong. I don't know, man. So, all right, everybody, I'm going to wrap it up. $65 super chats. We got 200 people.
Hey, stay tuned. If you guys spot me at the Jake Paul fight, who knows? I might be in the ring.
All right, well, watch out for Barry.
You need to get down there with you.
He said,
what do you mean? Me and the oil field guys, man. I'll see you in Dallas. I'll call you in a minute.
Hey, Barry, he said you're over there. You're welcome. So just make sure you show up to the fight this Saturday. All right, Barry, well, thanks for coming. We'll shut up to Levi. We're going to wrap it up, and we'll see you guys in the next time.
Y'all be careful.
All right, player. All righty, guys, gonna wrap it up once again. Just making sure I read all the super chats. James, I have agree. I have seen speech pathologists. What do they also want to be? They want to get called something else, right? Speech therapist, but in reality is a speech pathologist, right? Seen one. I do. Apparently, actually, so you know what? It's funny. So what I have called oh man, I haven't talked about it in a while. I have a that's stuttering speech now, man. I forget the proper term what I have, but 'cause it's not stutter. Oh wow, that's so funny. I forget the condition that I have, but it's basically you hear the way I talk, right? So, and the way to fix it, there's actually nothing that the speech pathologist can do, but just tell me to relax, like fucking breathe and talk, listen to like just basically space it out, right? Almost want to talk to with a metronome type thing, but he's basically like, bro, pay attention to what you're saying and you're good. I'm like, all right, because my brain goes 1,000 miles per hour, so that's why words collapse together. Doesn't matter what language. So, but yeah, that's what the speech pathologist. I forget the term, man. I haven't talked about it in a while. Um, it's not my accent. I sound the same way in every language. Um, nah, fuck, man. Y'all gonna make a question this. Um, actually, I guess I am seeing. Nah, this is not the hard ones like the Sardi and whatever. Man, that's interesting. That's interesting. You know what? You know what? Hold on. I know where to find it. Sorry, guys. It was diagnosed to me. Oh, we're here. Oh, find this conversation. Because the how I find out was the proper term was thank you, Levi Feet, from the 99-cent super chat. Um, was talking to this one dude on forum. It was like longevity by hacking, aka steroids. And his wife was like, to welcome to the forum, and like she was a speech pathologist. And one way or the other, I sent her a message, and she was drunk on tequila, and she like, send me the video how you talk. And like after that, she's like, all right, do this. Is that you? I'm like, it is me. It's called cluttering speech. That's what I do. And it does sound like a clutter when it comes out of my mouth. So finally found the conversation. So yeah, so what I have is cluttering speech. And when you Google it and see other people talk, it's like, oh fuck. So but it's funny. It took me 27 years, I think, to find somebody to put it in words for me and be like, because I've seen speech therapists like when I'm just being young, like I have a bunch of stuff going on in my mouth. And she said it's cluttering speech, and all you can do, I mean, you Google all the symptoms, how to fix all of that. It's just paying attention, trying not to speak too fast, all of that. So that's kind of hard when I'm doing the live streams and going crazy, but it is funny. So I kind of have all of that, and I make videos, and whenever I teach, there's a bunch of art masters out there, right, guys, that like want to, oh man, I want to be an art master, I want to do content, it's hard for me to talk, hard for me to do this, hard for me to do. A lot of people will have an issue of putting a camera in front of them, right, and recording a video. If you haven't ever done it, to try it today, the next hour, right, be in a room by yourself and try to film a video on the subject. All of a sudden that camera is like the most embarrassed thing it can ever become, right? You can't look at it, you can't talk to it. It's very challenging if you're not the guy to just film yourself. Like it's hard to do. Like there's a reason like me and Travis do it together, right? Because he has issues too. So more technical part. But so that's why when people tell me shit's hard, I'm like, man, first of all, I was afraid of camera too. Second of all, I can't even fucking speak no matter what language, right? And then third of all, like fuck, try to do all of that with having these conditions and translate it in English. So yeah, you can overcome a lot of things like camera and all that. So yeah, just just a little derouting here. You killing it, Artem. Don't pay attention to the haters. Well, it's sometimes a deviated septum can do that. Oh wow. Oh. Search speech trunk. Well, man, I know. I have a lot of problems. I do know that it's been improving because I am. It's almost like I'm more confident in words I'm saying. So I'm like, I can have a pause in between words, right? I can wait. All right, Julian, was nice seeing you, Silky Wilkie. Everybody, all right. We can stop talking about my speech. Thank you, Barryborn, again for showing up. Everybody, seems like I covered all the super chats. We're gonna catch you on live probably Monday. I shout out to Silky Wilkie and Stacy Morgan for helping our guy with step 1, step 2, step 3 on the arm wrestling tournaments. Yep, Victoria Carlson is fine AF. Victoria looks like a Viking warrior who retired and became a model. Awesome. Travis, if you put a match together with Jody, I'm in. All right, Sarah Latona. All right, guys, once again, thanks for watching. What can I give? What can I give you? Where can I send you? I guess nowhere. Just please make sure you like and subscribe. That's probably the most coolest thing. If you can share this podcast everywhere, jump on Spotify, go crazy. We are working on the websites to put all these shirts I'm looking at somewhere in the proper space. But once again, just thank you for being here, and we'll see you guys Monday. And if you want to be a guest on the show, send me an email. Email is in the group, in the chat. First episode officially done. Thank you, Clerks93. Super chat's great. We need ranking for super chatters. Dude, I can do something for sure. Like, there's a room. Like, I like what I was watching Derek's live stream. I like what people are doing when there's more interaction. So, plus we have members. There's could be a member thing too. So yeah, let me know. I'll fucking put a Marcus Thompson name and Travis Yacht Claus the bomb. Silky Wilkie been super chatting forever too. Same as Jesse from Nashville Arm Wrestling. We have some strong super chatters you can put on the board. When are you polling Bob? Jamie. So I talked to Michael the other day. The extension of the Monster Factory room, that building they're working on, is still have not been done. So I guess that's why the guys are not doing anything hard. But I guess we're planning on that maybe in November or December when the Monster Factory card is happening. So maybe if Bob is down and I'm still down, we will do it at the Monster Factory. I'll pull Bob and that's kind of it. Like, I like it date wise and all that, and the weight wise, because originally Michael will want me. Michael was giving many great matches, all hard ones, right? Hard 200-pounders and hard supers. So currently with my weight still being in 200s, I will go for Bob at whatever Bob wants, like 190, 200, 98, whatever. And then from there, maybe it's a little push back, and then I can go for super heavies once again, right? Try Michael Todd left-handed and try Ron Bath right-handed. That was the original talk, and I enjoyed it. It's just like, just need to get a lot heavier. So I think that could be the route. So maybe me and Bob are pulling in end of the year, and then I can go for super heavies. So try as what I said. I like Michael left-handed, and I love Ron Bath right-handed. So we'll not want to pull them all on the same day, but hey, that's the match. All right, you guys. Hey, Stony Tark, I will send you an email in a second, young man, and we'll get it going. Thanks, everyone. Once again, I'll see you Monday.